Hello, hello, hi everybody. It is me. It is I. I am live. What is going on? Welcome in, everybody. All right. As always, I am tired as hell today. Don't know why. Just am. Um, Today I'm going to be doing a super extra long stream. I don't know how long this is going to take. It's going to probably take a while, probably upwards to 7 to 8 hours. Internet internet providing. Uh, if my internet decides to stay stable enough, then I can get 3.3 through 3.56 done. It is going to storm later, but I have decided after running off with my tail between my legs the other day because of the storm, I decided I'm going to put on my big boy britches and I'm just going to weather through it, pun intended. Um, so yeah, we have over here. There we go. Hey, look, this is the game. It's me. You can see me. Yay. We have quite a bit to do today. I finally did my class quest literally just now because I almost forgot to do it again. It's not gonna matter much. It just gives me the same thing as Abyssal Drain, but for a single target and a little bit stronger. Um. So yeah. I guess we should just go. I really am tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I slept pretty well. I have no idea. I didn't even feel tired at all today until like literally 5 minutes ago. I have no idea. I also was going to stretch a little bit before streaming. I forgot to do that. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to end up having to get up to go to the bathroom or grab a snack at some point. I'll stretch then. Or if my legs get really bad, then I'll just get up and stretch over there so you all don't have to watch me. Alright, so I'm just going to get right into this. All my sounds are fine. Everything's good. Just making sure. Alright. The Man Within. Hey, look. More stuff. I might as well get... I don't need that. I already got this. I'll just grab the elegant pieces then, because I don't really need the other stuff. The Man Within. Let's go. Ah, Master Zerthos, it is well that you are here. You are wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with you. Welcome, Master Zerthos. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, you shall. Ah, Pilskin, there you are. Have you a moment? There is something I would fain discuss. I must ask you to recall the events which unfold at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of a Stinian. It was a sign to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation to Azizla, I feared him lost forever, but the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Ishtola and Kryl for a more empirical appraisal, and full glad am I that I did, for it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Yeah, sure. Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. Arm is itchy. Yeah, how long this takes simply depends on A, how long the queue is for the trial, because there is a trial, and how many duties there are. I don't know how many duties there are. I just know how many dungeon and trials I have to do. There is at least one trial. I mean, we're due for a trial. We haven't had one yet in these patches. We haven't had a single trial yet.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I'd sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
None needed had to.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah, I found you at last.
Hey, Anawa. What's up, Anawa?
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Anawa.
Where's Thancred?
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
He's probably in the broom, flirting up Hilda.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Ugh. Yawn. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. It hit me like a truck right before stream.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
There's an ointment for that. My imaginary friend's back.
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
You had to appear to say that?
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg. What news has Sir Emmerich to share with us, I wonder? Alright, I don't need any of those. Alright, that's one quest down. Alright, making progress. Woo. An ally for Ishgard. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received word of the Dravanian advance? Or mayhaps they have located a stint. That is to say, mayhaps Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
Reconnoiter.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelga?
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
Insane?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelga's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal, and if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord, though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then, we will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Emmerich. To Pilskin and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught that we can do to aid in this salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are true friends. Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed, with that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Somal. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination as they are yet unknown to me. We will summon Hraesvelgar at Zenith and the Churning Mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annick's Shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations? I do. I would consult with Vidalfnir. I propose this as part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it could cause grave consequences to our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into the Sire's current state of affairs. I mean, granted, her attack was not caused from anyone on either side. It was caused by a third party, Nidhogg/Estinian. So it's not like we attacked her. So I don't see how her succumbing to her wounds would hinder the negotiations. If anything, it would just make Hraesvelgar more mad at Nidhogg, because Nidhogg's the one that did it, possessing Estinian. I don't think Estinian's mind is all there anymore. I don't think he's in control of his body. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. Ow, my neck. My neck has been very stiff lately. I don't know why. Ah, is the warrior of warriors and his companion. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but no mortal, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor in our conference, and we failed in our duty to protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. Okay, so there is that. Wait, what's going on? Okay, I think it's good. My preview wasn't loading again. My connection says it's fine. I just want to make sure that everything's working smoothly. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the yeah. Okay. I am a dragon, full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal? I was tempered by the fires of battle ere the great grandsire learned to crawl. The words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such companionship. Would that our every effort to do so were not undone by ancient rancor. For truth, there could be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is pain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for some awe, to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly, thou knowest as well as I how he will answer. Bracevilger's heart remains unchanged then. A pity, but if it is folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way of thy kind. Go then, but be warned, the Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Alright, that's done. Yeah, it should be fine. If I lose connection, it'll stop the stream. It's just my preview is having difficulty loading for some reason. Winning over the worm. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. 'Twould seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. But what's in the ire of one great worm to the trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish, Pilskin. We shall join you outside Mogholm. I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream one's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estinian and his sail yet walked at our side. Kupo? Is that you, Pilskin? If it isn't Mog. Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo, after all we've been through together. But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Pilskin? Pretty sure it's Moglin. I'm gonna forget you, Moglin. How could you mistake me for that Oh, right, Moglin is the chief. This is Moghan. Moglin's the chief. I don't remember any other names except for Koopla Goop. How could you mistake me for that overstuffed throne warmer? I'm Moghan, the courageous Moogle who guided you to Zenith, Kupo. Look, I got you both their names mixed up. I thought Moghan was the fat guy, and this was Moglin. But putting our shared history, it doesn't matter what you choose. It's just a different response. It doesn't affect anything. But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo? Another audience with old Hraesvelgr. Well, I hope you've brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the Great Worm's ears easily enough. That is good to hear, Moghan. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith, while the winds are in our favor. Bye. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. Jesus. Move my controller over. Here, I'll unplug this. My charging cord for this kept getting stuck under, because I have my controllers behind my TV just kind of all lined up, and it kept getting stuck underneath my Switch controller. Because I kept pulling on it too much. But I don't need it charging right now. I'll charge it if it dies later. I could have just teleported over there. It's whatever, though. I can't make a horn sound. The Dragon Song theme. Could probably benefit from having a shorter cord. This is like a 6-foot cord. I had it because the Bluetooth thing that we had in our the van when we were doing moves, it stopped connecting. It like broke or something like that, and the van is old enough so it doesn't have Bluetooth built into it. So I bought an auxiliary cable that was long enough so I was able to still move around my phone and use it while I used it to listen to music, because you know music on the radio sucks. So I just want to listen to my playlist. And since we're not using the van too much, and I needed the auxiliary cord, it's like might as well just use it here. It's really good quality. It's really sturdy. It's like that flexible steel stuff, so it doesn't like break very easily. But it's 6 feet long, so it's like it's all over the place. Look at this. It's so freaking long. You dare summon me again, mortals? Yes, I just want to say hi.
Svelga. 'Tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Bresvelga. I am Emeric de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
To parley. Thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother. Well, at least he's paying attention.
You foresaw mine intent.
I but read that which is yet writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scry the answers in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. Thinkest thou Nidhogg was alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon that accursed day my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind became unto me the harbingers of despair. Tis only Shiva's gentle dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as they see fit. To warn thy people of the brood brothers coming, that thou wouldst dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance. Yeah. Old English is sometimes really hard to read. I can speak it very fluently, but it's really hard to read. It's easy to speak, hard to read.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Perceiveth thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Rizel upon your back?
Izael. Piteous, deluded Izael. The child did lament her past sins and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so unlike to that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my blood brother's eyes for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting.
Alphino, don't mock the dragon.
It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Even were there mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay mine own sibling to save a city of mortals? Well, you do realize that
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin.
This is coming from a guy that ended up murdering his father for all of his sins. Does Reisberger know that his own brother tried to kill his daughter? Just saying.
When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness, persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred? Hey, Migartsumer. It's Daddy Dragon. Emmerich sees my imaginary friend. He exists. He exists. He sees him. Heed me, my child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend salvation, not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragon Slayer as well. Why? Who is this, and why is the dragon talking to the other dragon? Believest thou the shade of Nidhogg returned? It is not merely a manifestation of his vengeance. The shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage, I would not command thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. Fate of vengeance remain, the future will ever be uncertain. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I mean, again, it doesn't matter.
Esk dir ulgar an, in an hes nesh an, esk jas ong, on inga.
Nidhogg transformation into Rage Incarnate is, in part, of mine own doing. I rendered unto him mine eye, and empowered his revenge thereby. But 'tis the purity of my brood brother's wrath that lendeth him his all-surpassing might. Hast thou the strength of will to stand against the terrible shadow? I wonder. 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof.
Sway in Ratatoska this die an. Slosk kin. Skor ich les
Dovahkiin, da la 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 la. Sorry. I shall wait thee in the ruins wherein Ratatoskr once dwelt. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of my trial. Of thy trial. Why is the Moogle spying on me? I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Hraesvelgr spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Sorn Kai, now accessible. Alright, time for duty number 1. I will do that as soon as I go to the bathroom and stretch a little. I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright. Going in with NPCs. Alphino, Lord Commander. His job title is Lord Commander. And the Banneret. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about the queues for dungeons. It's the queue for the one trial I have.
With you.
You underestimate me.
Enchanted Fan. I think that's also from
Underestimate me.
5, right? Ooh. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to use that for something. I have no idea.
You underestimate me.
severed despair.
You underestimate me.
Just up here. Chieftain Moglin. This is why they were spying on us. Ridiculous name.
With you.
That was close. I almost died there. No comparison. No. Oh, worse. Okay. Whee! Unsatisfied prayer. That's where I have to go next.
Away with you!
Let's just beat up newborns. Woo.
You underestimate me. You underestimate me.
There was the garage door again. Check my VOD. It's not too distracting so long as I don't have it like being picked up while in cutscenes while it's talking. It's just gonna be a low, like 3 to 5 second rumble in the background. Already got this. There it is again. The funny part about it is while I was up going to the bathroom, I mentioned this to my dad, who's downstairs, and he's like, "It doesn't even get opened up that much. Just go back to your corner." Okay. That's 3 times in the last 5 minutes. Because people can't go out the front door, they have to keep going out the garage.
Focus. Release.
I'm hoping that whenever I get a new microphone, it's not going to be as bad. But I don't think I can mess with my settings enough to make that not be able to be picked up and my voice still be able to be picked up. Because that's in another room. It's just directly underneath of me. And you can hear the rumble. Somehow. Prophet's Scarf. Yeah, that's not going to be for me. That's going to be... Oh, that's for everyone. Yeah, it's mage. White mage. Alright. Next boss. The Pograjal. Okay. Whatever the heck that means. Oh wait. I know this fight. I don't like this fight. I need to make sure I follow all of them because if this is the fight I think it is. Vulnerability up. Nice. That is exactly what I like to see right before this section. Okay, that didn't hurt me that much. Alright, go away. And I leveled up. Yay. Nothing for me. Alright, moving on. That is... I'm gonna refresh that. That is really... I guess it keeps buffering every now and again because that is falling so far behind. That was like a good 2 minutes behind now. I'd have to keep track of it. It's fine. As long as my connection's not going out, the stream for everyone will be fine. It's just my video previewer on Twitch is not wanting to load. It keeps buffering for some reason for like a second every probably like couple of minutes. After me, bro. It's weird that I'm taking so much damage. And then again, I don't think this is just what it feels like. I don't know if this is actually the case, but it feels like it does feel like Dark Knight doesn't have as much defensive capabilities as Paladin does, but they have a lot more self-healing, is the thing. Yeah, see, that's buffering a lot over there. But I haven't lost connection yet. Yeah, it's just my video upload is screwing up. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Yeah, now it's just doing it every few seconds. It won't stop buffering. It's doing what it was doing the other day when I cancel stream. It's like it buffers for like 2 seconds, plays for like a second, and then buffers again for like another 2 seconds. I don't know why it's doing that. But when I checked the VOD, it said everything was fine. There was no lag, there was nothing. It's just my video preview is just not loading. And I don't know why that is. Weird. Blizzard Dragon. Yeah, it's still buffering. It's not even loading. It is probably best. I'm gonna just change this. Hold on. I'm gonna see if it's still having the issue if I just go to my channel. I like having the preview up because it tells me if I'm having connection issues. Yeah, it's still not loading on my channel either. Now, what is going on? I'm definitely not having internet issues. My internet speed is really fast right now. It's just the video preview is screwing up. So that might be something on on Twitch, or for my computer. I don't know. If it was on Twitch, then everyone would have that issue. Oh, that way. Yeah, I hope that gets resolved soon, because I hate not being able to tell what's going on. Weird. Whatever. I'll just keep on playing. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I don't know how to do this fight. That was self-explanatory. Got it.
Away with you! Down with you!
Now I see his wings shining. Dragon Storm. That's really not loading. Oh crap. Nope, not that way. Oh, crud. This is not going well.
I have my pride. us. Release!
Alright. I win. Scan. Still says excellent. It's just the preview's not loading. Let's see what Google has to say about it. Just my playback is screwy. And Berserker Hose. Hopefully it's fine now. Even bereft of an eye, my brood brother was a fearsome foe indeed. By having tasted thy strength firsthand, I do begin to see how thou didst bring him low. Hydaelyn chooseth her servants well. Very well, I shall trust in the seed of man one last time. By thy deeds shall the flickering hope that lingereth yet within my heart be kindled anew, or extinguished forever. It's buffering again. That you yet stand is ready proof of your determination, mortals. Let us fight as allies, then, and together. Let us fight. Stop talking. I'm trying to read. Let us fight as allies, then, and together banish my brood brother's vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that once was Nidhogg shall meet its end. This I swear on my beloved Shiva, on the memory of my beloved Shiva, and on the souls of lost Isael. mean, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, playing through 3.3 to 3.56. I'm going to keep going, unless my internet cuts out to the point that my stream actually stops, right? I'm going to keep going. If I haven't lost my session yet and my game hasn't started lagging, I'm going to assume that my internet is fine enough to the point that everything is uploading fine and it looks fine for everyone else. It's just, for me, the videos are unwatchable. It seems to have slowed down though, so there's that. By slowed down, I mean it's not buffering nearly as much. Oh, my poor ribs. That was a painful reminder of a great worm's might. Had he truly meant to harm, he would not be standing here now. Plainly, this intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Ow, Kupo. Pilskin, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one with the name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savage of a rabid demon. Oh, you see how my wings are kinkled? Even my palm aches. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. Oh, this guy's lazy as heck. What? When I told you about Pilskin's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's terrible. That's triple shifts for you, Moghan. Splutter. Triple? But that's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. None at all. Kupo.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Tresvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
And right on cue.
Oh, gods.
Hey, I guess that time is now.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
God, you just tower over us. Like me, I understand. I'm a little person, but Alphino too. I mean, he's also kind of little. He is, they make, because here's the thing. Elizans can grow to be really tall, right? As you can see with Amaric here. Alphino and his twin sister are said to be shorter than the average Elizan. They are pretty short. Which led people to believe for like the longest time that they're only half Elizan. I don't think that's the case, because you do eventually meet their parents, and I don't remember if their mom was... I know because I know their dad was is an Elizan, because their dad is the son of Louis Sois. I don't remember if their mom was Elizan or not, though. I do not remember. Also, it's buffering again. Why are you buffering again? Stop buffering! As long as it continues saying no recommended changes and it's excellent, that means my bitrate is good, and that also means that my connection is good. So, like, as long as it is coming through clear for everyone else, then it should be fine. It concerns me because if it's buffering for me, my brain thinks like, oh, it must be buffering for everyone else too, but that's not the case. My internet speed is fine. Everything seems to be going through fluently, because when I was having this issue a couple of streams ago that I just ended shortly because I wasn't sure if everything was going through smoothly enough, I checked my VODs and my VODs were smooth. There was no lags anywhere in there. So it's just on my side. The videos are just not coming up for me. And I don't know why. Alright, there's that episode. There's that, not episode, that quest done. The end of the song. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. And this is not even buffering anymore. It will not come up. Know you then what this roar portendeth?
Aye. I must return to my city without delay.
Then we shall lend you our wings. Let us meet with Nidhogg on the field of battle, and together bring an end to this wrathful song. I really gotta hardwire this. That should make everything faster.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold!
Reinforcements! By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
I was checking my phone to see if it was lagging on my phone too, but as I went to go check it, it stopped buffering constantly.
Lord Commander!
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Sorry. What was that lag?
Watan and by E.
I really hope it's not lagging for everyone. Wherefore standest thou with these vermin, brother?
Still walking.
Abandon this war, Shade.
Nal u inga. Ale el ikinfa en kohes do in.
I don't want to jinx it, but it seems to be fine now. It hasn't buffered in a hot minute. Knock on wood. The suffering thou sowest serveth no end. The traitor's progeny have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends of our kind.
Undo kai omon ikin in kastaga. Starjas. Skol hes son.
Never shall our grief be assuaged, nor our loss forgotten, but reconciliation may yet halt the spread of the plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance and be at peace.
Orsk mik in. Eskia in one ihe.
Oh, there it is again.
Olun hikin.
Buffering again. Let's see. Buffering on here. It's stuttering. I'm really concerned about it, but we'll see. What soft-headed ramblings are these? They dalliance with that vile maid hath robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhaps her cloying perfume hath made thee forgotten the staunch of our brood sister's lifeblood. Can I do a speed test right now? I'm doing an internet speed test real quick. it's dropping. 6.6. It was up to 11, but then it dropped down to 6.6. Ugh. And 3 megabytes per second upload. I don't even know if that's good. Yeah, my download is crap right now. Yeah, my internet is running absolutely shit today. It's probably because there's like 15 people on things right now. It also doesn't help the fact that my dad is currently streaming right now. And I think that is causing a lot of connection issues on my part. It's not good. I'm curious though. If I go to video producer, right? Right, I can't watch it because issues. I'm never gonna get through this. I'm never gonna get through this. I'm trying to get through this before my subscription ends in 5 days. And I'm never gonna get through this because I'm too busy sharing the internet with everyone. Yeah, my freaking VOD won't even pop up. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna be able to tell. I won't even be able to tell if it's coming through clearly for everyone until after I'm done with the stream. Which by then it will be too late. I will be done with all of this. Maybe at this point. I won't be able to know until somebody comes into my stream and then tells me, hey, yo, you're good. Just keep going. Let's see if I can open it up on my phone. Like, see, it's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just buffering and buffering and buffering. It ain't doing anything. It's just buffering. At this point, I don't know what to do. There's no way to speed up my internet right now. The only thing I can hope for is that everyone gets off of the frickin' streaming devices. Okay. Doing an internet speed test now, and it's about to hit up to 30, but no, it's going down. Okay, it's at 24 that time. So, but it's still not good. I'm at 19 pings. I don't know what any of this means. I'll probably be fine the second that my dad stops streaming. I'm hoping that he decides to go take a nap here soon. It still says no recommended changes. Internet is still fine. Should I just continue? I'm wasting a lot of time. Also about to start, but whatever. I will be right back. I'm gonna go check something. there's nothing I can do about it. This is annoying as heck. The worst part is my mod isn't even going to be around today to let me know because he's busy, and I don't have anyone I can just get to come up into my stream and let me know how things are. Because the thing is, it still says my connection is fine. All I need to know is anyone outside of my house, if my video to you looks like crap, if it is lagging to you because of my my connection issues. If it is, I'm gonna have to stop. If it is not, I can continue on. But it is constantly buffering for me. I am going to just continue. I have to continue anyways to get through this cutscene. I'm just going to hope that it's all fine. Thou darest speak thus of my beloved? Ah, so the flames of rage may yet be kindled. I fear thy heart's fire had long since gone out, but waste not thy fury on words, brother. Thou shalt have not of it for the battle. What was that all about? Nothing important. Now that I wasted 30 minutes of everyone's time. Sorry about that. Just this situation has gotten me very stressed out. I'm trying to give people the best streaming experience that I possibly can with my current setup, but I can't help it if my internet decides to be a piece of shit. Like I said, my dad streams with a couple of people, and when he's doing that, he becomes a massive a-hole. You can't talk to him because he's always like, oh, pause. He gets so annoyed when you interrupt him when he's streaming. Secondly, it's eating, because he's hardwired, it's eating up a lot of our bandwidth. Two of us streaming under the same internet, it's like, our internet's not that good. It is not meant for multiple people streaming. And I meant like live streaming. Streaming movies is one thing, but I'm talking about live streaming. I do the best that I can, but it's very difficult with this internet. It's getting later in the day, so it is possible that he might be getting off to take a nap. He usually takes a mid-afternoon, midday nap. Well, that's not good. And if that's the case, then my stuff should go back up. Now that I've wasted so much time, and now I'm going to be streaming for even longer than I wanted to. But I still want to get through 3.5. I still want to get through 3.56. I still have to get through the rest of 3.3 and 3.4. Gah! Thou art weak, Heavensward, a slithering worm whose falleth on the vermin who should rightly be his prey. For 1,000 years have I fought without cease, and thou didst think to prevail against me. Glory not in thy victory, Shade. The battle is not yet won. My power and my hope have I entrusted to another. He's missing an eyeball. Thine eye, what hast thou done? I got an eyeball. Hey, it's the song that might get me in trouble. Cause this is actually with lyrics. Fool, thou wouldst trust a mortal with thy strength? There's the lyrics. I won't get in trouble. I'm probably fine. Maybe. I know thee. 'Twould thou who didst intrude upon my lair and best the half of me. But now I am whole. Not in creation shall deny me my vengeance. Yeah, this is Dragon Song. The final steps of faith now accessible. Fascinating. I'm gonna mute this. There we go. Just because it playing in the background of a cutscene while characters are talking or I'm talking is probably fine. It's when it's playing and none of that is going on, like during credits or this moment where I'm going to have to wait for a cue, is where I'm concerned. Where it is literally nothing but the song. My shin hurt. Not my shin. Like where my knee hurts. My shin. Where my knee is. That section of my shin feels bruised. All right. The final steps of faith. I don't trust in this. I don't believe I'm good enough for this. But let's try. Now we have to sit here and wait for Q. Yay. Anyway, I still have not lost. Like, my game is still on and my session is still going. Yeah, the fact that I'm playing an online game is also not helping me. It is also not helping me. That is slowing down my speed as well. So you have two people streaming, and one of those people that's streaming is playing an online game. It's why I'm having so much issues while I'm streaming this game in particular. I had a little bit of issue when I played Breath of the Wild, but that was because, as I mentioned, at certain points of the day when the sun is like really high up in the sky, it gets my house really hot, and that messes up the internet. So there's that. But the issues I'm having with the video and the download and the upload speed is solely due to the fact that there's currently two people streaming right now, and because I'm streaming this game. This game is really dragging it down. But if all goes right, any better today, I should be done with this game next week on Tuesday. I just have the 2 raids left to do, as well as whatever I'm doing in this stream, which is going to be up to 3.56, which is probably going to be another 6 or 7 hours. So, like I said, a very long stream, but I could just spend all day tomorrow just uploading the game. I don't have to worry about doing that tonight. I just hope that the internet persists and be better. And then, like I said, it depends on how long this takes. I'm pretty sure this is the only trial I have today. I'm not entirely sure, though. I don't remember. I don't want to re-look it up. But I'm pretty sure this is the only one. So, if I can get through this queue, then I can get through 3.3 and then get started on 3.4, which is going to be the longest out of all of them. Because, as I mentioned before, X.1, X.2, and X.3 are generally finishing up the story of the expansion. So, 3.1, 3.2, and 3.4 are finishing up the Dragon Song War aspect of Heavensward. And then 3.4 and 3.5 are going to lead to the next expansion. There still might be a little bit of crossover. Like, we've already started moving towards the next expansion with the whole finding our friends aspect. And what we saw of Ida and Papalimo, that's leading in that direction as well. That's all I'm going to say on that front. So there is still some overlap, but it's going to start segueing into that now. And then hopefully I can stop speaking dragon or in tongues. I mean, Old English. Alright, I don't know how long this is going to take. It really depends on how many people are playing today. I am really tired. I really wish I had an energy drink. I stopped drinking them forever ago. It, that medical issue I have that caused me to go to the bathroom a lot, the energy drinks I don't think was helping that too much. So I went back to drinking coffee, which upsets my stomach. So it's a lose-lose either way. Because I originally stopped drinking coffee because it upset my stomach so much that I felt nauseous. So then I moved to energy drinks, and then I tried finding whatever the healthiest alternative to energy drinks were. There we are. So let me there we go. Let's go. All right, yay! But yeah, it's like, so I tried finding what the best energy drinks I can drink that wasn't just full of crap. And I found it, but I do think that was messing with my bladder. So, all right, so here we are. I don't know how to do this fight. I have not tanked any of these fights, so it's like it's all new to me. I still have no idea what tank swapping is. People talk about it, but like I'm pretty sure that's only really important for end game stuff. Oh crap. Yeah. The Shy is the other tank. Okay. They're speaking Spanish and I don't know what they're saying. I was wondering why my timer wasn't going up. I was like, oh crap, am I lagging? No, I just was hitting the wrong move. I was hitting the wrong move. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention, I'm dumb. I'm not even really doing anything. The Shy is main tanking over there. Yeah, I think my internet. I don't want to jinx it, but I think my internet got better because it hasn't buffered once since I started playing again. I don't take a lot of hits, like a lot of damage in these fights. Yep, I win. I'm the wiener. Easy. Splat. Nice. Hey, I got 3 commendations. Awesome. People love me. Yeah. I think I'm doing pretty all right with tanking.
Estinian!
Alpha no. Pilskin. Nidhogg.
Is this to be mine end?
Yes.
Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg.
I am Batman.
Thou shalt die by my hand.
Fight it, Estinian. What is this, Evil Dead?
Your hand, worm.
What is this, Evil Dead? I love Evil Dead so much. All I can think of is the cursed hand of Ash Williams in Evil Dead. That's all I can think of. And then he had to cut it off and then put a chainsaw in there. Which, have you ever seen Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? Hostile Gato is based off of him.
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
What if we stab the eyeballs? Nope, we're just going to grab and yank. Just grab and yank. This won't rip off his skin or at all. The power of friendship compels you.
Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
The power of friendship compels you.
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
I love this part. I love this part. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. His sail. Best friend. lose it every single time I see Horsefant. I love him so much. He's the best friend. I'm good. I'm good. I played this scene numerous times. I've grown a slight resistance. I can't say immunity because I still cried a little. Undead by mortal will, wither now? Bye, Nidhogg. Go to Dragon Heaven. He's going Heavensward. Best friend. My God. We got eyeballs. Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy. I'll find out if this is gonna get me copyright claimed or not when I put it on YouTube.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Throw them as far as you can. Go. Yeah. I love this scene so much. I don't know why. It's so emotional. With Izael and Horsefant coming, and then us just chucking the eyeballs over the bridge. I don't know. It feels like an anime ending. Like, I fucking love it. Like, as an expansion, right? Heavensward I would not put in my top 3, right? I personally do think that the expansions get better and better every single time, right? With Dawn Trail not being as good as Endwalker,
Estinian, my ill-fated friend,
but distinctly liking it better than Shadowbringers. Now, again, I've mentioned this before. I don't remember much of Shadowbringers. I might change my opinion when I go back through it again. But from off the top of my head, I did generally like Dawn Trail better than Shadowbringers because I don't need major problems or conflict, or I don't need an end of the world event in order to have a good time. All I need is just fun. and Dawn Trail was, it was a beach episode for an anime. Right? It was just that one episode that's just like friends being friends, right? I've been rewatching through. I'm going on a little tangent here. I've been rewatching through Dragon Ball Z with my niece, right? I've been watching through Dragon Ball Z, and I have stated to her numerous times that I don't need the battles. I don't need the conflict. I don't need the shonen aspect of it. Give me a slice of life anime with Dragon Ball Z characters. One of my favorite episodes of Dragon Ball Z is Goku and Piccolo learning to drive a car. That's the nonsense I want. And that's why I like Dawn Trail, because that's all it is. It's nonsense. It is a group of friends having a friendly competition. And then there's some problems. Right? I don't want to go into much of Dawn Trail, but that is essentially all it is. Right? I don't need the stakes to be very high to be invested. In fact, the more serious something gets, the less interested I am. I need goofiness with my seriousness. I don't remember Shadowbringers having too many goofy moments. I just remember it being dread and like conflict the entire time. Same thing with Endwalker, but I have a special interest to Endwalker because it was very inspired by Final Fantasy IV, which is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. So I have more of a interest in that. Plus, I do like a good payoff. Endwalker is a payoff of the entire series thus far, right? Which does kind of spoil when this arc ends, but whatever. It's whatever. I just wanted to get into this right now, but like, I don't need constant conflict. I only really like Endwalker because it is a payoff. But Dawn Trail holds a special place in my heart because it is less conflict, more fun, right? It brought things back to the, like, honestly, I don't remember any expansion in 14 that was ever just goofiness or just straight up fun, right? So it was a much needed break from the seriousness of 14. So I really did like Dawn Trail, right? And this is the same way. It's like, yes, there's conflict, but it's not all conflict. Some of it is just us just palling around with the boys and it's ale and dragon, right? So it's like Heavensward as an expansion is not within my top 3, but Dragon Song post patch, Dragon Song is my favorite patch in all of 14. For what we just saw, the entire Nidhogg fight. The entire Nidhogg thing, the entire Nidhogg fight, which I love. Not to mention the Thordan fight is really freaking fun. It's one of my favorite trials in this entire game. But the Nidhogg fight is fun, and then the scenes afterwards. It, to me, to compare it with Dragon Ball Z, felt akin to the father-son Kamehameha wave. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, of people coming from the spirits to help us. And it's like, I really, really love that. And I don't think any other expansion has ever topped it. Now, I hear a lot of people talking about how great 5.3 is, which is the conclusion of Shadowbringers, essentially. Because this is 3.3, right? Shadowbringers is 5.0. So 5.3. So Shadowbringers version of this. I hear a lot of good things about that. I don't remember what that is. So my opinion still is subject to change because I've played a lot of this game over the years, but it's been a while since I've gone through the story. And I don't remember much of it with the exception of Dawn Trail because Dawn Trail was pretty recent. And I still have not done 7.5. I'm not going to do 7.5 until I do it on stream. I want to start playing the game on stream for the first time. But from my knowledge, this is my favorite patch, 3.3. But I like to just accumulate the entirety of the Dragon Song War. And no, it's not just because dragons are awesome. It's just that entire thing of ripping out the eyeballs while Dragon Song is playing and then chucking them over the thing. It's just, chef's kiss. Perfection. I would never understand how some people just don't like Heavensward. I don't understand it. But then again, people don't understand why I have gripes with what I have gripes with. I have gotten into so many, let's just say discussions involving Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Fantasy 6, and Shadowbringers. Because, as I've mentioned in my Breath of the Wild stream, which I'm going to address here as well, the more I like something, the more I am aware of its flaws. And I am not above mentioning something's flaws. I will mention their flaws. I will mention something that will make it better, from my opinion. That does not make it bad. Everything has flaws. 14 has flaws. Every single Final Fantasy game has flaws. I will point out Final Fantasy games. I'll point out flaws in some of my favorite games of all time. I point out flaws in Final Fantasy VII. I'll point out flaws in Xenoblade Chronicles when I play that. Not that there is much. They did really well with that game. There's a lot of flaws in 3. There's a lot of flaws in 3. And 2. There's a lot of flaws in 2. But I love 2. It is a guilty pleasure of mine and my favorite of the 3 games. Anyways, I'm going to continue with this because I don't want to be here until midnight playing this game. He lives. Stydian, my ill-fated friend. I think it's voiced.
Summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Yeah, it looks like my internet settled down. In that entire rant, it has not buffered once since I started playing again. After stopping for 30 minutes to try to figure everything out, it has not buffered once. So I think it might be good for now. I'm just hoping that the beginning of this VOD is not going to be stuttery. But we'll see.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelgr. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
And our alliance has served its purpose. I just realized I didn't read what Hraesvelgr said. It's probably not important. You probably read it. Thou didst wield the power I granted thee well. 'Twas thine own skill and not mine eye which earned thee victory. Hey, you want your eyeball back? Feed him to me. I want to eat the boy.
One eat nest ik an. Keifta.
I wish thy companion a swift recovery. Fare you well, children of man. Ow, my ear. Ow, that hurt.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelgr did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
I could have waited for my rant for the credits. I think there's a credits after every 0.3 because like I said, it's the end of the expansion essentially, and we're gonna start moving towards the next expansion. Which I don't think is as good as this expansion. I think it has some better dungeons, but I don't think the story is as good. But I think overall, it is slightly... It's about the same, maybe a little bit less. Through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed, but no. The past is done, and we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone, his foul spirits cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Alright, there's that. Finally. Heroes of the Hour. Your battle with Nidhogg's shade will beget many an epic ballad, Pilskin, and rightly so. Yes, it will, because there is Nidhogg's Rage, which is minstrel's ballad, which is the same thing as the Ultima's Thule, or whatever it's called, or no, Ultima's Bane, which is essentially an EX version of the same fight but much harder. Every trial in this game has harder versions of them. Pilskin, and rightly so. It was without a doubt one of the more epochal victories, though I must admit that I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake, had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet, even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friends remains. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. Da, da, da. Da, da. Pilskin, Master Alphino, my honored friends, as if winning Hraesvelgr to our cause was not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Pilskin and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's shade through enough of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitalier captain. I am told he has yet to regain consciousness. But, as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow his process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, Sir Emmerich is never long for Estinian's bedside, and will send word the moment there is any development. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmund and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Pilskin. 'Twould seem that we are awaited at Fortal Manor. Post Dragon Song. Nope, my bad. Dragon Song, here we go. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we did 4. Yeah, okay. Just double checking. This letter arrived at our house addressed to Master Pilskin. It seems quite urgent. It might be best for you to open it immediately. Oh, my bad. Well, come, Master Zerthos. Shall I show you inside the manor? I was talking to the wrong guy.
The heroes of the hour return.
Yay.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
Don't toot your own horn there, buddy.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
Lazy as ever.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Dude, were you not told to wait?
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light.
That's just bit right, okay.
Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
I thought he was still unconscious. I'll be right back. I have to run to the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Hillskin, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Alphinaud? Ah, he came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Estinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Hraesvelgur's trial and all that followed. Estinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. There we go. Come on. Stupid phone. There we go. Okay. Litany of Peace. Yeah, Wind of Emmerich, Dragonson Orchestral Scroll, and Alpine Coat. So yeah. If it isn't obvious just by this, this is the last quest of Dragon Song. Like, because the Dragon Song War is 3.1 through 3.3. Then you have Post Dragon Song, which is 3.4 and 3.5 and 3.56. This is the end of the Dragon Song. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past. Shortly after... Oh, hold on, I'm going to blow my nose real quick. Feeling a little stuffy today. Okay. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained, had fate not been fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, woefully obsessed by claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I forgot Estinian had a brother. I would venture that in Alphinaud he sees something of his lost sibling. And in the ungentle chidings of Estinian, Alphinaud has found the elder brother he never had. Yeah, he only has a sister that nags him all the time. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once, and I can well understand Alphinaud's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he... Tell them I am on my way. It's hardly a quest. Quickly, Pulskin, we must go to him. Upon proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that, yeah, you know the drill. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. A lot of cutscenes to end off the Dragon Song War. Distance itchy.
Estinian.
This is the first time you get to actually see his face without the helmet on.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Astinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing.
Well,
I have heard enough mewling for one day.
I just realized his voice is so different right now. It's not like I don't know if they changed voice actors. I doubt they did. It's just he doesn't have the gruff to his voice right now. The gruff comes back, but like it's weird that he doesn't have it right now.
Oh.
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness.
Sorry, I had a piece of skin on my cuticle that was starting to peel, and I needed to clip that off before it peeled all the way down to my fingernail, and then re-moisturize with some ointment. My cuticles get very very dry and peel a lot. I try to keep them moisturized with some ointment.
The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor.
Rancor? Where's the Star Wars?
It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family. When no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
Give me 1 sec. Sorry, I heard my nephew like screaming. I was trying to figure out what was wrong. He just woke up from his nap and he's being very cranky. And his mom, my sister, won't let him go and is like giving him hugs and kisses and whatnot, and he's just being cranky. Because he just woke up. And yeah, go figure. My dad stopped streaming, which is why things are normal now. There's thunder. Let me check the weather here. I'm gonna keep on going. I don't care anymore. It's like I want to get this done.
With too many words.
I want to get this done. It's already been 3 hours, and I'm just now at the end of the first of the 3, and the next one's going to be a little bit longer. Yeah, it's gonna be thundering through like the next 3 hours. It's fine.
I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but
I don't
he
think
must be
it's-
allowed some few days of quiet.
Looks like it's mostly just thundering. It looks like it's mostly just thundering in the distance. Close enough that I can still hear it, but like not directly over my house and not pretty bad. It's not like it was the other day when I ran off because I was scared. I mean, it's not that I'm scared of thunder. I'm scared of what thunder can do to my stuff or to me. Like thunder being around it doesn't affect me unless it is like really nasty and like I can physically see the lightning and it's like getting close to the ground and striking things. That's when
well, my friend.
I'm not afraid of thunder in itself, right? Or lightning. But I don't like what the possibilities of what it can do are. And when it gets close to that possibility, and it looks like that possibility might become a reality, that's when I start worrying. And it's been getting pretty nasty here the last couple of years. It's just been gradually getting worse. Probably due to global warming. I have no idea. Now what?
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir.
Who are you?
Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
The heck is that? Who the heck is that? It's Vidalfnir and someone. Who are you?
The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers,
is that his dragon
they
now?
hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
No, now they're dragon riders. Ooh, this is how to train your dragon now. Aw, flowers. Yeah, he shed the armor. He's no longer the Azure Dragoon. That's Hraesvelgr, the Great Worm. And Midgardsormr and me.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Forton, Heavensward. There he is, right in his memoir. This song is so emotional. Heavensward. I like that font. I like the Ishgardian font. It's so easy to read, but it's also so different that it does look like it's, you know, another language. There's the helmet. Oh, there's no credits. I thought there was credits. Okay. I thought because it's technically the end of the Dragon Song, I thought there's going to be credits at, you know, 3.3 and then again at 3.56. But I guess not. Unless the credits are coming up. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds, and an all too rare moment of idleness when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome back, Pilskin. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the presence of the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender the role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. Yeah? The myth which guides our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? Aye, but their questions are for me to answer. Yeah, so now Ishgard is under a two-person rule. Kinda like everyone is in charge now, but there's no longer highborn and then lowborn. There is a senate now, sort of, and he represents the House of Lords, which is the four high houses, and then there is the House of Commons, which is the, you know, the lowborns, right? Now, the lowborns and the highborns get a say, and rules are only passed if both are in agreement. From my understanding, there might be more layers to it, but, you know, that's what I understand. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow, even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon. So much we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. Grumble, 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 thunder, grumble, grumble. Ooh, it is getting darker. It's whatever. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his silk room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon your unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Pilskin, and please convey my warmest regards to Master Alphino. I should have just teleported, it would have been faster. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. I'm so tired. Welcome, Master Zuthos. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, you shall. You spoke with Sir Emmerich. I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 wars of broken faith, years of broken faith. Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Asian machinations, and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. There we go. Dragon Song is done. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hey, Ailey, welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing today? In the wake of Ishgard's government reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landings in Ishgard. Cool. Alright, finally finished 3.3 after 3 hours. I'm doing fine. I had a little bit of internet troubles at the start of my stream, and it prolonged me finishing 3.3. But they all seem to be fine. It all seems to be fine now. Oh, great. To Lidibus and the mysterious warrior of darkness. The guy that looks... Oh. The Rogadun? Yeah. Yeah, the Rogaduns in this game are supposed to be akin to, like, World of Warcraft orcs. But they're just more humanoid rather than monstrous. But yeah, I can definitely see it. Thank you. Yeah, that was Blonde Hearts is who that was. Thank you, Blonde Hearts. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. This guy looks like me, but with shorter hair and a better shave. All is proceeding as expected then. And blue eyes. Okay, he doesn't look like me. He just looks like a generic guy. Ah. There is not to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Alphino. Please don't kill Alphino, I need him. Yay, Thancred to the rescue. I was wondering where you were. This way. Oh, that's not Alphino. That's not Alphino, that's his sister. She has lipstick. I forgot, they're in the same outfit until they're not. Him again? It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. And thus did gray mist give way to azure skies. Man and dragon rise above, voices join in song. But beneath shrouded bows, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. There we go. 3.3 is finally done. Woo! Now I can get started on 3.4. Promises kept. Master Zerthos, you are come at a most excellent time. An invitation from the truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Amric de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, my god, he has so many titles, cordially invites Master Zerthos to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord has broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangement for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I shall be glad to accept. Indeed, who would not? You will forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Burrell Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Okay. Okie dokie then. Alright, I'm fast traveling. Yeah, okay. Astrologicum. House Burrell Steward. Greetings and well met, Master Zerthos. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as head steward of House Burrell, though, admittedly, our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say, a man of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure. But for this day, we bid you lay low your burdens and raise a glass of peace and prosperity. Ah, the good old days, back before they animated our character eating.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn. I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days. Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Though perhaps a bit long for my liking.
Long and arduous, aye. Not unlike the journey that Ishgard has at last embarked upon, thanks to the efforts of you and yours.
I think my character has a trauma when it comes to drinks because we had drinks with Nanamo, then she ends up like dead, air quotes, and then we go to the bar, we get another drink on the house where we get drugged. It's like everyone's just getting drugged in their drinks. I'm sorry, I trust you, Mr. Butler Man, but please no drinks. Gee, that is loud. It is nasty outside. Nasty.
By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain.
You have to feed some stray cats? Oh, that's nice of you.
I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm.
My nephew's slamming doors again.
Who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
Pretty nasty storm going on outside. I'm gonna try to continue streaming, but just in the off chance that my stream just suddenly ends,
question?
That's why.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton?
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden.
Well, if you keep feeding the cats, they're gonna keep coming. That's just how animals are. They know they can get food from you.
Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
Well, this is a new narrator. Wonder who this is.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he.
Well, maybe the cat likes you.
Only to be drawn onto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Who's narrating? Is that Elidibus? Oh, how I wish it was literally any weather other than a massive thunderstorm outside. Welcome, Master Zerthos. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes. There she is.
Yes.
Is
that a clone? Oh yeah, there's a massive stuff. We're in hurricane season right now, so it's nasty thunderstorms every single day throughout summer. I try not to stream when it's bad, but like I really want to get through Heavensward because my subscription ends soon.
Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly.
She should have been a rogue. They're twins. Alphinaud and Alize are twins. Until the game gives them both unique clothing, it's very hard to tell them apart. The only way to really tell them apart is Alize has lipstick, and they have like a ribbon in their hair that's a different color. Alphinaud is blue, Alize is red.
I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Ah.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
Nasty.
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood.
He's gonna suck it out. Sorry.
We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect.
He kept giving me lectures along the way.
But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt.
Little do they show, I'm also in that scene.
She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
My camera mic picks up my garage door, but it doesn't pick up the thunder right outside my window. The thunder's louder.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer.
It's rumbling.
The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
She's poisoned. Saxophone getting louder. What's saxophone? Was there a saxophone? Actually, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I am hoping that the worst of the storm passes by pretty fast. I've never heard that. If that is a phrase, I don't think I ever heard it. Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to the matter whose conclusions we have yet to power to influence? Shadows of the First. So, the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them and Loth asked Noth, when they were confronting Ravana, gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this, a primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alize risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Pilskin, will you accompany me to Zafaltol and help me stop the Ixal's ritual? Oh, okay. Yeah, I never heard of that. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastman's intrusions in Korth's lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zafatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Emmerich, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Ixali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zafaltol by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions from my contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will...
Shut up, Lightning!
They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zephyr-Tol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixali. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmund. In the event Mistress Alize regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure an additional any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. That was loud. Just keeping my eye on this. Yeah, it says it should be done by 6. I just have to survive till then. We good? Okay. I'm gonna have to end stream. Everything just flickered and my headphones started glitching out. That thunder was very, very close. I'm going to have to end stream. I don't like streaming on Sundays, but I'm gonna have to finish this on Monday. But I'm gonna have to end stream. That was really close. Thank you for coming out. I'll be back again on Monday. I'll see everyone then. Take care. I am deeply sorry.